There is a Jewish story in which a rabbi gathers around his students and asks them a question. How can you tell that the night is over and the day has begun? She poses. One of the students raises their hand. Could it be when you can see in the distance if an animal is a sheep or a dog? It's a very good guess, the rabbi says, but no. Another student ventures an offering. Is it when you can look at a tree in the distance and tell if it is an oak or an aspen? Hoping the specificity of species of tree would give it away. No. Another good guess, the rabbi says, but no. That's easy, another student said. The night is over when you stop sleeping. Oh, very clever, the rabbi says, but no. I think many of us have been asking a similar question these past few days, these past few years. When is the night going to be over? When is daybreak going to illuminate the world that we wish and that we yearn to live in? I've heard it said over and over again as the results of the election became clear, I can exhale now. Or, I didn't know I've been holding my breath for a day, a week, a year, for 4 years, but now I can exhale. Maybe you've felt that or heard yourself say that or others. All of that reminded me of my high school debate coach, Mr. Poirier. This quirky French man who was a mentor to me as I traveled in my debate world, my nerdy space in high school that kept me sane and grounded. Now, we used to travel across the country and sometimes, if we were lucky, the world to debate in many different places. And each time we would go on one of these trips, Mr. Poirier would say to us, remember, it's after the tournament is over. It's after you've debated your last round that the danger begins. It's when the stupid things will happen, when you will make the choices. He would say that the tension, the anxiety, the focus of the experience would keep you in line, but when it was resolved, we would relax out of our intentions and act in ways that might be dangerous. The worry kept our guard up, but afterwards our guards would be down. I've been hearing that voice in my head and my heart these past few days. That it is after we exhale, when we let our guards down, that the danger begins. Right now, there are forces at work. White supremacists, militias, angry people who are being told by the people they trust that this election is being stolen. It is after we let our guards down that the danger can begin. And so as we exhale and release some of the tension that has been living in our bodies, I invite you to remember to inhale too. To inhale joy and beauty and laughter, to inhale resolve, to inhale intention, to inhale so that others who have been holding their breaths for generations can exhale too. We are in a very divided nation, we've been told, a polarized nation, but I think more aptly we are in a wounded and traumatized nation. White supremacy is alive and emboldened in ways that it has always been. And so today is no different, nor will January 21st, 2021. And so what we need is healing. Now, healing doesn't mean niceness. Healing doesn't mean agreeing to disagree with those who would take away your fundamental rights. Healing is not meeting fascism in the middle. We need a healing that helps us to bring about the belovedness that our world and our faith demands. A healing that reminds us that there is no winners and losers in beloved community. A healing that reminds us, as our colleague, the Reverend Theresa Soto, preaches, that all of us need all of us to survive. A healing that invites us to make a critical decision about the 47%, those people who may have voted in a different way than us. A healing that asks us if they too should be part of the fabric of destiny. A healing that invites us to care more about beloved community than simply winning. The students gathered around the rabbi had had enough of this mind game. And so they turned to their teacher and said, "Rabbi, when is it? When is it true that the night is over and the day has begun?" And their rabbi, their teacher, turned to them and said, "Well, you can tell when the night is over and when the day has begun, when you can look at the face of any person and see that they are your sibling, no matter who they are. Because if you cannot see this, that every person, every being is your kin, then it is still night." So remember this week that as you exhale, don't forget to inhale. Don't let your guard down, but breathe. Inhale the vision of beloved community, so expansive it fills all of the lungs in need of breath. All of the beings yearning for air. For then, truly, the night will be over. Amen, and blessed be.